We are reflecting on the news that Thomas Tuchel is set to be appointed England manager tomorrow afternoon, 1:30. There is going to be a presser at Wembley, and you'll be hearing it live here on talkSPORT. What do you make of that appointment, Cole? You're not impressed?
No, do
Me,
you know what?
personally, I am.
I've got people on my blower. On
your blower?
On my blower.
Who's
on
on your
my phone.
blower?
On my phone.
On your
my
phone.
phone. Do you
Sorry,
understand?
mate.
You
Sorry,
understand
a bit
that,
worried
don't you? And look.
Give me names.
Wally Downs.
I know Wally.
Wally Downs, crazy gang.
Wally.
Wimbledon, old school. Do you know what I mean?
Wally, get Wally on the line.
Wally, well, he's in the car right now. He's got an hour and a half drive, and he's listening to us. And he says,
"How you doing, Wally?"
He fully agrees with what I'm saying. And listen, Wally don't usually agree with what I say.
Let me check my phone.
And he's actually saying it's got to be an Englishman. It has to be.
Wally's not messaging me.
We're not having all this. The other malarkey, what we're seeing right now. We're just seeing we want to help. Look, what we've been doing for the last 10 years down at and Faye said it. Faye Carruthers said it, yeah. What we've been doing down at the FA,
St George's Park,
trying to produce players for the next 10 years, trying to produce coaches and managers. Yeah. It's just been thrown out the window now.
It's a sad indictment. That's what I said earlier. It's a sad indictment that the FA have to turn to.
We're so close. We are so close. Why would we do that? Why?
Because we're not close enough.
What do you mean?
We can't quite get there.
We can.
We're always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Here we go.
We are, Coley. We always go home after the wedding on our own.
So you basically just sold your soul.
No, we haven't, Coley.
Your soul was up for sale.
Coley.
It was up for sale, mate.
Coley.
Yeah, and you went for the first bidder. You said, yeah, take it.
Thomas Tuchel.
That's you, mate.
Let me ask you this.
You are easily bought, geez. Easily bought.
You know that. Look at me.
I'm disgusted. Disgusted. All he's done for you is won your Champions League, and you're saying he's the best thing since sliced bread, and he's the best man for my country. Yeah, it's nonsense.
And he won the Club World Cup, Super Cup.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah,
good. That's at club level. This is England. This is you. This is your bread and butter. This is what you love, and this is your pride and joy.
We're talking about an elite manager, and that's the problem. England don't have elite managers. That's not my fault.
Gareth Southgate weren't elite, but he got us to a final and 2 semis. Yeah.
Coley.
Now we got to say, do you know what? Maybe it was just not his time or his luck. We got other managers out there.
Who would you give it to?
Someone that's.
Give me a name. Give me a name.
Okay, someone we're grooming through the FA.
Give me a name. Who would you give it to? Carlton Cole.
Eddie Howe.
Okay.
He was one of them. I'd have just gone straight to Graham Potter. I'd have thrown everything at Eddie Howe to go and manage it.
Do you know what?
I'd have paid Newcastle whatever they want.
Coley,
say, listen, come on.
I would not have been against that appointment at all. But right here, right now, what was on the table, the FA apparently did not want to spend the compensation to get Eddie Howe out of that contract to Newcastle.
Well, then
they've gone for Thomas Tuchel, and we're talking.
Gone for the cheap option then?
No, it's not cheap. Let's go and speak to Gaz, who's a Man United fan. It says, are you in Finland, Gaz?
Yeah, I am, mate.
How you doing?
Yeah, cool. I went to the game the other night.
Did you?
Yeah.
You live in Finland. You're not still out there for the game, are you? You've not lost your passport or something stupid, have you?
He's just lost his passport.
No. He went to the game. He's still out there.
No.
He's lost it in a club somewhere over there, isn't he? He's gone out on the night out.
Listen, I've got to agree with Coley.
Go on. Thank you, Gaz. Go on. Cheers, Gaz.
Right.
Go on.
It's got to be, right? Here's one I'm going to throw at you, okay? Why not get someone in there, like, I don't know if he's got it. Forget coaching badges. What about Incy or someone like that?
Sorry. Did you just say forget coaching badges?
Yeah. But why do you need them if you like? What about Jose? If you're going to go foreign,
hold on. You've gone from Paul Ince to Jose.
The reason why he's gone Jose because he can relate to Jose. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah. We can relate to him because he's been part of the English football culture for so long.
Okay, so hold on. Right, this doesn't make sense. What's your problem with Thomas Tuchel?
Our problem is the guy, wherever he's gone, he causes disruptions.
Right. And you want Jose?
No, I never said that. You said that, right? I never said that.
No. Well, you said Jose. I didn't. No. Gary, you said Jose.
He did definitely.
Gary, you said Jose.
Jose, I heard that, Gaz.
Gaz?
Yeah. No, I said.
Did you say Jose? Yes or no?
Okay.
Gaz, did you say Jose?
Yes, I did.
You did.
If you're gonna go not English,
right.
Yeah, that would be the person.
Why not throw it at him? Okay. Why not give him a chance?
Gary, I've asked you the reason why you don't want Tuchel, and the reason you said you don't want Tuchel is because of
what?
Well, because he's German.
Yeah.
Oh, there you get. You get there in the end.
And they're our biggest enemies.
We finally got there in the end, but you danced around it. You said something about falling out.
At least he's honest, isn't he? At least he's honest.
Right?
No.
At least he's honest.
Football-wise, they are the arch enemy, aren't they? They have been since.
Who cares?
Yeah, okay.
Who cares?
So we're getting a German lad in to manage our football team.
The new Kaiser.
Because we can't find a good English manager.
Our new Kaiser, Gaz.
Yeah.
No,
that's not right. Jace, I know you're winding me up.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
He
definitely is winding
I promise you I'm not. He's the new England Kaiser.
No, yeah, that's a fact. And you're throwing facts at me, and I've got to go to sleep with that tonight, right? Yeah. And that's not good.
It's not nice.
Not
nice, Jace.
Plenty more Englishmen I think should have been given a chance at running the English team. That's all.
Thank you. Gaz, thank you very much for your input. That is brilliant. That's enough. That's enough, man.
Gaz,
don't leave him alone.
No.
Why are you going after him?
I want to go back to him. Gaz,
Why?
I'm going to ask you and ask you both the same question, right? You got to be honest with me.
Right.
Go on.
If Thomas Tuchel wins the World Cup for us in 18 months' time, will you celebrate and say you're wrong?
Yeah, I would celebrate, but
And
I won't
say
say
you're
I'm wrong.
Right.
I
won't say I'm wrong. It's got a little blemish on it, innit?
Celebrate.
Go on.
I'll celebrate, but it will be like an 80% feeling, and then
It's
I'll
not
have
complete.
all my Scottish friends telling me for the rest of my life, you won it, but it wasn't an English.
You sold your soul.
They're Bertie Vokes, for God's sakes. Do you remember that? Honestly, they've got no room to criticise them.
Guys,
but they never won nothing.
They never won anything.
I know.
And they didn't have a chance to.
Honestly, what are you lot on
Hey, I
about?
respect Scotland, by the way. I respect Scotland.
I do too.
I respect
Gary,
all the British teams.
Gary, you said you're only going to celebrate it at 80%.
Yeah,
Right.
even if we go on and win the World Cup, which is, by the way, that's going to be a clown show over there in America. You've seen the distances they're going to have to travel.
Oh, mate, it's crazy. I've seen it.
Who cares if we win it?
It's up and down the Americas.
Never played football. I've played football, but never to any level, right? But I can't imagine the distances. So that's going to be a kind of clown show. But I'll watch it like we all will.
Okay. Gaz, can you do me a favour just before you go?
Guys, what level did you play in the end, Geese?
I'll tell you what, I got talked into playing for Haybridge Swifts once.
Swifties?
Yeah.
Swifties.
Right.
Good team, the
Right.
Swifties. Good team. Them. I saw them.
I was working, and the doorman at the holiday camp I was working at said, Gary, come on, give us a
What holiday camp are you working at?
Yeah, what was this?
Where are you working?
It was Point Clear in Essex.
Point Clear.
Oh, is it?
And you're a doorman at Point Clear?
No, I was running the bars, and we had the doorman said to me, right, come and have a go. So I went. I got put on in, I don't know, the 80th minute or 70th minute, whatever, and I got subbed.
You got subbed.
You got pulled off.
You got put on and pulled off.
You got
in
put
the
on and pulled off.
80th. Geese, you need to hang up the phone right now, Geese. You need to hang up. You can't be admitting that live on there, Geese.
No, Gaz, it's not.
I did, and
no wonder you said you didn't play at any level.
Gaz, who pulled you off?
Seriously, right? You know that way when you're out of breath and you spit and it goes round your neck like.
Mate. Yeah, guys, you're too unfit. So the doorman said, "Come down, have a game," and then you got put on the 80th minute and got dragged off. Oh, mate, that must have been hard.
Before I go, can I just say one little story about Perry Groves as well?
No.
If it's clean.
No.
If it's clean.
No, hold on, Gaz.
If it's clean.
Gaz.
Yeah.
If England win the World Cup, will you shout Kaiser? Will you shout out to Thomas Tuchel?
Behave yourself.
No, go on. Do it now.
Totally sort him out,
mate. I can't. He's uncontrollable.
I can't believe it. Where's Clearpoint? I want to go back to your days at Clearpoint when you were a barman.
You weren't.
Point Clear, not Clearpoint.
Point Clear. Wait, how old were you then? How old were you then?
I was about 19.
I bet you up to all sorts of skullduggery, wouldn't you, Gaz?
All sorts down there.
The way he said all sorts. All sorts.
I had to put him down because I knew that all sorts were going to lead to
sorts. You know what's going on. Bassett's licorice.
Exactly that. Let's go. Can we speak to Archie, the Spurs fan? Let's get Archie on the Spurs fan. All right, Arch.
Evening, guys. You're right.
All right,
How you doing, mate?
I just wanted to say I think it's a really bold appointment from the FA. I think it just shows that they're not going back to their old ways of just appointing guys that have relegated Middlesbrough, missed penalties in shootouts.
How dare you? You are so ungrateful. He's given us the best 10 years of our lives.
Come on, Arch.
Lee Carsley was very close to becoming that. But on Thomas Tuchel, he really excites me. You look at his CV, forget about just the stuff he's won, but when he went to Dortmund, they'd finished 7th before in Klopp's last season. He got them 2nd and 3rd, well in the top 4, back-to-back seasons in the Champions League. Went to PSG, they'd never reached the final before of the Champions League, got them to that final. Then he went to Chelsea, which Cundy, you know more than most, that you know the magic that he brought to Chelsea. As a Spurs fan, I quite envied that season. Obviously, we were stinking the place out with Mourinho. But I think that Chelsea did really well in that very short spell that Tuchel had. I thought he was very unfairly sacked by Bowley. And I think if they'd kept Tuchel, they'd be in a much better place now, Chelsea, than when they have been the last couple of years.
Great call, Arch. Great call. But the trouble is, he did fall out with the owners. There was a disagreement. There was a vision that the owners had that we're still very much on that path.
Yeah.
Tuchel didn't see that same vision. They fell out, and inevitably, there's only going to be one winner. I was sad to see him go. But from what I know, it was impossible for them to work together, so you have to part ways.
Tuchel is a fantastic club manager, I've got to say. But just for international football, our country, I just can't see it. I can't.
Thomas the Kaiser.
Until I see him on the touchline, then I'm going to believe it's real.
Thomas the Kaiser. It's happening. We believe that Thomas Tuchel will be officially appointed as England manager tomorrow at 1:30. There's a presser at Wembley. talkSPORT will be all over it. The only place to get that date, that news from Wembley is here on talkSPORT.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.